Studio check.
Frequencies check.
We are live on air.
You are listening to the In Fact Blessing the Airwaves. Take the journey into the world of sports, news, entertainment, while embracing the hottest beats on the planet. Rocking the mind, body, and with energy, electricity, and a splash of controversy. Now, without further ado, it's our pleasure to bring to you
The biggest show in the world.
The biggest show in the world.
the biggest show in the world, the SBTV Nation.
SBTV Nation, it is Monday, May 22nd. And I got one question for my boy Mad Hat.
Yes.
Do you think your boy LeBron James was having fun yesterday?
You know what? It was one of those. It was one of those stereotypical games where he just chilled. You know what? I was watching him do it. I'm sitting there and I'm looking at the box score because I was flipping back and forth between a bunch of different things yesterday, and I'm looking at him with 6 points. So I'm like, he's taking the night off. I already knew it. You knew that was happening.
No. You didn't know that was happening.
No, I didn't know that before I didn't know before tip off. But I could tell you that once I seen the game materializing, halfway through the first quarter, end of the first quarter, they go up 19 points. He was taking the night off, Dream. That's what he was doing, and you know what? It came back to bite him in the ass.
I don't necessarily think that he was taking the night off. And hey, good evening, everybody. It's the SBTV Nation, Dreams in the House with my boy, the Mad Hat. Happy Monday, gang, as we get ready to kick this week off. And we are talking about Cleveland Cavaliers yesterday losing in unimpressive fashion to the Boston Celtics, minus Isaiah Thomas. I don't think that LeBron was taking a night off as much as just his game as far as offensively was out of whack or out of sync for whatever reason. So he decided, let's get the other guys involved. Let's get the role players involved. Let's get Kyrie. Let's get Kevin Love. Get everybody else involved. And it was working somewhat.
It was.
But what happened in the second half, I don't know if you noticed, but Boston decided to opt for, first of all, they went like to mad dog mode defense.
Yep.
They got a little bit more physical with Cleveland. I think even more physical than Cleveland even expected them to get. I mean, they were really chippy last night.
Yeah, and they put a bigger lineup in too.
They put a bigger. Well, I mean, they were short Isaiah Thomas, so they were going wherever they had to go.
Yeah, right.
But I noticed that they were a little bit chippier, put a little bit more bodies on, was a little bit more physical in their production, and then we need to discuss draining the three-point line.
Okay.
Son, did you see them the way they shot threes yesterday?
Oh, yeah.
The second half threes just kept hitting nothing but net going. And I'm looking at guys saying, there's no way that shot going in. They got some of the ugliest three-point shooters in the league. I mean, you talk about unorthodox shooting and the ball looking stupid. I thought they had lost that when Paul Pierce left. The other three guys make Paul Pierce ugly three-point shot even more.
Oh, I know. It was just kind of rattling in, and it just looking crazy out there. I know what you're saying, man. It's just a little interesting. But you know what? Hey, and the Celtics towards the end of the game couldn't miss.
They could not miss. The ball was going in, and everybody was all excited. And as much as you get excited for the Cavs, and we were talking about the Cavs going undefeated and rolling and looking good, there comes the hiccup game.
There comes the hiccup game, which is great. I love it. I'm excited about it because now Game 4 is going to be a whole different package. I think
so. Game 4, line spread 17 again.
No, it's 14 and a half.
You don't think it'll? I think it'll go. It's got to go up.
I'm gonna lock it in at 14 and a half right
there
now.
You go. Okay, so you like the 14?
I love it. Absolutely love it. They win by 20 or more. They're gonna embarrass the Celtics in the next game. Watch, because you know what? That was just your typical what they do during the regular season type stuff. And you know what? I think they had enough of it. So that's it. They got it. They got the loss out of their system, which is probably not a bad thing because, when you're winning so much, this goes in anything in life. Sometimes you take your foot off the gas just a touch. Well, I think in the next game, I think they go bananas and they beat the Boston Celtics by 20 or more. They were up 19 points. They were cruising. Just let the Celtics come back, and all of a sudden you're flipping on your phone. They're up 12. They're up 9. They're up 8. They're up 4. They're up 2. I'm like, whoa, is this really happening right now? So I turned on the last part of the game, and I'm like, wow, Celtics can't miss. So insane, Dream. Just insane.
Insane. The game was funny because I watched most of it. I kind of fell asleep. Well, I didn't fall asleep, but I kind of wasn't paying attention because I was back and forth to the hockey game. And as I'm watching it, I'm like, Boston's just so chippy. They were just so physical. And I'm like, I don't know. It seemed like for a minute the Cavs were matching their intensity, but the Cavs were making twos and missing, and Boston was making threes.
Right.
And I saw a little chippiness with Deron Williams, because Deron Williams likes to get stuff popping.
Of course.
And then I saw Tristan Thompson getting it popping. And I thought the Celtics would back down, but it was like it got them more amped.
Yeah, and I didn't think they were going to win the game at all.
I didn't either.
No, so you know what? Hey, we stand corrected, and they were a 17-point underdog and won that game yesterday. So in Cleveland, mind you. I mean, I don't know. I'd love to see if anybody's got any tickets with a Boston Celtics money line. I doubt it highly. Because there's probably, 20-1, 15-1, something like that, plus 1,500?
I'm not sure what it was, but I know you hit it, killed it.
You hit it, and you killed it. Yeah, well, the 14.5-point spread has Boston plus 1,250 to win the next game. So 17 had to be at least 15-1. And I'm looking at these conference finals, and I'm looking at the lines being doubled. Dream, that's a double-digit underdog, by the way, that came to form.
But not at home.
I'm just saying double digits in the NBA, period.
Dog on the road playing Cleve. We need to start doing that trend.
Yeah, right, exactly. Well, speaking of double digits.
If you took double-digit dogs playing Cleve this season, you're probably plus money.
Yeah, you probably. Even if you money lined them, you're in good shape.
Even if you money line it, right?
Right, exactly. Well, you know what? I'm looking at, speaking of double-digit spreads, we'll go into this in a little bit, but the Golden State Warriors are giving 11 to the Spurs.
I know, and once again, I know you don't like the Golden State Warriors and you want to go with the Spurs, but
11 points?
I like Golden State.
San Antonio Spurs. Pop.
No.
Who you completely just are all over.
That's my dude. I love Pop. But see, the thing with Golden State is tonight is a closeout game here. And I know I said yesterday, and I don't think that they care watching other teams, but Golden State would love to beat the Spurs tonight and just laugh at Cleveland.
Yeah, good point. I don't know. I mean, they got forever off, though, now. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, the NBA Finals, I believe, doesn't start until when? Till like June something?
Well, I mean, June is, another week? So you got a week. I mean, you got till next week? Yeah,
it's like a week and a half.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, they'll be pumping this up big time. Nonstop.
I don't know why they did it like that. I don't feel that that's a great look. I like most of what the NBA has done as far as their marketing their product, but I think it's just the fact that both these two teams have just ran through their series so quickly, and it's been, as Dr. Dizzle likes to say, total annihilation, that it is what it is. Right,
exactly. Well, I'm looking at it here, and it doesn't start till Thursday night, June 1st.
Okay.
So if Golden State closes out tonight, that's going to give them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days off. And then the Thursday night being, so basically 10 days off if they win tonight.
Okay.
Insanity. Crazy. So you know what? And you know how it works for them. kind of puts them a little out of sync a little bit, maybe in the first quarter. So might be something to take a look at. Maybe you get a little whoever they're playing in the first quarter, which is going to be Cleveland, but that's where I'm at, Dream. So anyway, the Pittsburgh Penguins win by a touch. They win by a touchdown yesterday.
And see, anybody, okay, so now, remember, I told you, and me and Hockey Immortal too, and I'm breaking up the sentences just so you can hear me real clear, because when the Senators bludgeoned the Penguins, everybody ran for cover. I mean, Jonesy hit me up, I don't know. Oh, the Penguins don't like. Okay, so now the Penguins is just trying to let you know we're dope too.
Yeah, right.
That's what that game is. It's just they went out there and went ham. 7-0 last night. It was absolutely crazy, and it just great job by them. Great game by them. Sidney Crosby and company all got busy. It looks like everybody who took a shot made one.
Yeah, right. Pretty much. 7-0 final score. Crazy.
And Murray with the 25 saves in goal lets you know that he is solidified. He is the goalie from here till the end of the Stanley Cup, and we'll revisit it in the offseason.
Right on, Dream. Well, you're looking in pretty good shape there with the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Well, that's the only thing I've been looking in good shape with.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Well, we do got a beast from the West. I mean, I think tonight the bridge is over in that series, and then you got a little team coming in with a lot of momentum, which we could discuss a little bit later in the show as far as that's concerned. But great job by Pittsburgh Penguins last night, getting it done. And then you might want to move into some of the MLBs.
Yeah, the MLBs, man. Well, you know what? I did tell Dr. Dan, and I was a big fan of the St. Louis Cardinals yesterday on the run line, and sure enough, it came to form. Wainwright did his thing. I mean, it's just, this Cardinals team, they're pretty good money, Dream.
Well, I like that, too. I don't know if you remember. I picked that particular spot out when you guys were discussing it yesterday because I liked it as well. All
right. So you got, if you look at the scores from yesterday, we talked about a couple of them here. I know he was high on the Colorado Rockies. He did say to stay away from Tommy Malone, who got murdered for the Mets, gave up 7 earned runs in an inning and a third, Dream.
Yes.
Crushed. Let's just see. I think he was on Cleveland yesterday as well. The Cubs killed the Brewers. And the Red Sox killed the A's. So that was, and if you were taking run lines yesterday, you had cashed all day long. With the exception of a couple of one-run games, I think there was 2 of them total. Everything else was a 2 or more run game, Dream.
Yep.
So that's something to take a look at, man. I mean, listen, here's my thing. If you lose a play with a run line, let's say your team loses, you wagered less money if your team loses the game. Follow me?
I get it.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's just something to take a look at, guys. I really am feeling the run lines these days. So
you need to adequately explain that to, some of the newer people who don't know what's going on. You should maybe go over it again.
Real simple. I'm going to say it like this. You have a team that's minus, let's say, 130 on the money line to win the game. You have to lay $130 to make $100. Okay? If you have your run line and you're plus 150, you got to lay basically $67 to make $100. So what that means is that you basically have to lay half the money for the run line to come to form versus the money line. So that's where I'm at with that whole situation, Dream. And I believe that the value is there. It's definitely there, guys. So feel free to hit me up on Twitter or whatever. We could talk about it a little further. Dream, you see these drinks that came out, the Pill Cosby?
No, I haven't seen it. What's that?
There's a bar in D.C., I guess, that's they're putting these cocktails out called the Pill Cosby, and they got floating capsules in them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, some people are a little offended by them, but not me. I think it's hilarious. That's your boy.
Well, I mean, okay. Some people are a little offended by it. Well, because.
Well, all right. Let me take that back. Let me not be so insensitive here. Well, it's a good way. It's a good way. Listen, it's a good way for them to attract attention to themselves being the bar. That's for sure. Because I mean, they're trending on.
That's not a good.
No, I know. Let me retract that statement a little bit. Let me be more sensitive. Well, hey, listen, you're making a bad situation. Making light of a bad situation. So.
No, that is not a good look. Period.
Oh, well, what about the meme that you sent me with Bill Cosby on it, kid?
No, the meme, that's different. That was me sending you something. I didn't just put it out on Twitter either. That was us personal, me and you giggling. This is a public business. I'm sure they have female patrons. Not a good look.
I don't know if the females will be too mad. They might think it's funny too, though. Some of them,
Not a good look.
Whatever. What do you guys think of the Bill Cosby drink? I think it's a little funny, but whatever. It is what it is.
That's because you're a Trump guy. You think dumb stuff is funny.
I love you guys think he's gonna get impeached. You guys are nuts. You guys are all crazy, man. He's gonna be president for a long time.
He's going to be no, he's not.
Then go bet that he's not, because it's plus money right now.
No, I'm not saying he's going to get impeached. He's not going to get the second term.
You don't think so, huh?
Hell no.
Who's going to come and beat him? Bernie Sanders?
Whoever runs.
Whoever runs.
He just won't get elected for a second term. Just simply because of the chaos that he's caused in this first term.
I disagree with you.
You're like the only person feeling him. Even the people who voted for him are starting to turn side.
We'll see, man.
Just because he gave you a small business loan grant, you're like his only support.
I am dying. I can't wait. Listen, I'm just going to explain this to you real quick. Just to kind of paint a picture. Obamacare. Let's talk about it. Just 2 seconds. So I spend almost $1,000 a month, right, on Obamacare, for the new health insurance that's supposed to be incredible. That was Obamacare. And my wife got a bill for $3,000 with deductibles and stuff like that, Dream. Right. So how that basically just punches you right in the face. Punches you in the face.
Wait, time out.
Yes.
If you didn't have Obamacare, how much would the bill have been?
My health insurance was less than $400 a month, and I never got bills like that, ever, before Obamacare got enacted. So Trump care, so now we're on the phone and trying to figure out if we can get involved with something a little bit different. So we're hopeful. But, Dream, $3,000 in bills. Come on, man. It's almost $1,000 a month for health insurance right now. Just knocking that down alone.
I don't know. I'm struggling because if you're on Obamacare now, what were you on before Obamacare?
It was just whatever was going on with the healthcare companies.
And it's not. It wasn't. And you're
telling
me that it's more expensive now?
It's 3 times as expensive, and my deductibles are like 4 times as expensive. It's stupid. It's absolutely insane. They had to do something.
You're one of the. I guess you're one of that select group.
It's awful.
That it falls different with.
It's
because
awful.
I know a lot of other people who's. It's not affecting them like that.
Oh, it's awful. It's complete. I mean, dude, almost $1,000 a month. Just think about that for a minute.
No, I'm thinking about it.
I'm a young guy.
You're not adequately describe your situation. You must be one of the people who it didn't work for.
Well, yeah, clearly it doesn't. So anything is different. Anything is better than what I have now. Put it that way.
For you.
For me. Right.
Right. But you weren't the person. You're not the only person in the country had. Just so you know that.
Just out of our audience, who else is paying out their ass for their health insurance right now due to Obamacare? I'd love to hear from you, because I'm sure there's a whole hell of a lot of you out there, because there's people I talk to each and every day that feel the same way, Dream. That's just one little piece of the puzzle. Put it that way. And I can tell you this much, that the real estate market is booming right now. So it's in pretty good shape. And that makes me happy.
But the real estate market it could only get better,
Right.
So, I mean, but that's just because the law averages. It went as bad as it could ever get. So it only could go up.
All right, sounds good. All right, so I'm looking at a bunch of looking at a bunch of MLB that my boy Rick Lopez is sending me. He's sending me some run line parlays. Hey, man, Wish you the best of luck with those. I know those pay pretty damn well. Taking a look at it.
I love when you biasly like something. It's like you just got.
I would, kid. I couldn't imagine if you had to pay those kind of bills for health insurance. You'd be crying every single day on here.
You had to pay them because you're a small business owner.
Oh,
that's why.
I don't know exactly why, but
I'm almost positive it had to do with you being a small business owner. But the average American, the people who didn't have any health insurance, the Obamacare worked for them. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. All right, so let's move on.
Yes.
Let's move on and just talk real quick. So the Dodgers continue their winning ways. The Padres beat the D-backs surprisingly, and the Twins are doing their thing here, man. Beat up on the Kansas City Royals, and I would expect, as the evil genius said, that the Kansas City Royals will be breaking apart that team come the trade deadline, and they will be sellers.
Is that an early start? Or are you talking about the Twins that are playing now or something?
No, the Twins I'm talking about from yesterday, but they are in first place.
They lost yesterday, though.
No, the Twins won. Right now they're in first place, and they're tied with the Cleve Indians.
Minnesota Twins got beat by Kansas City 6-4 on Sunday.
Are you sure about that?
I'm looking at the scoreboard.
Maybe
right now.
I'm going at Sunday. Sunday was
the 21st.
Oh, you're right. I was looking at Saturday. What the hell?
Tell me I'm wrong like Obamacare. Just go ahead. I know.
Obamacare's done, by the way.
Obamacare
oh, just so you know, it's over. Just so you know, it's over.
You fire it off on your
I can't wait. I can't wait to get my new health insurance.
Yesterday, you got the Twins.
Oh, well, Dream, you know what? Hey, listen. You know what? We're both wrong. Well, we're both right because it was a doubleheader.
Oh, that's okay.
All right. All right. Good. All right, guys. Yep. So good evening right now to everybody here. We are the SBTV Nation. I have heard that a lot of the double headers have been splits, and it's been happening for quite some time now, for the last few weeks. So that's something to keep a look at as well if you're gambling out there.
Sure.
So, all right, man. What do you want to get into?
Well, there's a big card tonight. A lot of games in baseball. Well, not a lot, but there's some games in baseball going on.
All right, so let me just pull it up and see if there's any spots that I have up my sleeve this evening. I could tell you this much, that I am very, very much considering the Baltimore Orioles tonight. Baltimore with Ubalo Jimenez on the bump. Both of these pitchers have some pretty high ERAs, but you know what? The Twins have been rocking and rolling lately, but I don't think it's going to last. They're putting Gibson on the bump, 0-4 with an 8.20 ERA. You got Baltimore minus 125 with an under-over of 10. Obviously, the total is high because of these two pitchers' ERAs, but when I take a look at it, there's a very, very, very good chance that I may take the Baltimore Orioles on the run line. If I pull it up right now, Baltimore Orioles are, let's see, plus 145 on that run line, Dream. Might be something I'm going to be interested in. I'll know shortly because these games start at 7:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So both teams are putting up over 4 runs a game. But I like Baltimore at home. So that's what I'm going to get.
Baltimore 15-4 at home. They're getting it done. Jimenez is on the mound tonight, 1-2, 6.52 ERA though. ERA is heavy hat.
Yeah, I know. Well, look at the opposing pitcher.
Gibson with all 820, I know.
Right on. Another spot I may consider, and you might call me crazy, is another home team if this game gets played because the weather sucks here in the East Coast. But they got the New York Yankees, who are 9 games over 500, 13-6 at home. Michael Pineda on the bump with a 3.42 ERA versus the dreadful Kansas City Royals. Vargas is pitching for them. New York Yankees plus 120 on the run line. If this game gets played, there's a very good chance I'm going to take the New York Yankees. They've been hitting the ball well, man.
They have been hitting the ball well, but the weather, I don't know if the weather's going to cooperate with you tonight.
Yeah. I mean, Kansas City's scoring 3.37 runs per game. The Stanks are almost 6 runs a game, dude.
Wow.
Yeah. So there's a very good chance I'm going to get involved in that one. Going down the line here, I don't really see anything else that's tickling my fancy. If anything, I may get involved with the D-backs on the run line. Gonzalez for the White Sox is pitching versus Zach Greinke. And Greinke in his last outing in the desert was absolutely outstanding. So this White Sox team, don't like them offensively. I might get involved with the D-backs on the run line as well. Probably pay somewhere along the lines of even money, but that's where I'd be. Yeah, it's plus 100 with Greinke. I think Greinke shuts down the White Sox tonight. That's where I'm at, Dream.
Gotcha. Zach Greinke on the mound, 5-2, 3.09 ERA, going up against Gonzalez, 3-4 with a 4.29. White Sox 12-14 on the road. Diamondbacks are 18-8 at home, so they look like they can get it done tonight in the desert. You got a 9:40 start for this game, so this will be going neck and neck with the basketball game as well.
Right on. So I got 3 run lines tonight. I've got all home teams too, which is surprising. Orioles, Yankees, D-backs. That's where I'm at tonight, Dream.
Hey, you don't like the Cubs with John Lackey on the mound?
Nah,
tonight?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't. Even though the Giants stink, not feeling it tonight. Cubs are inconsistent, man. I don't know. You know what? They're 2 games over 500, but between them and the Red Sox, those are some pretty disappointing franchises so far this year. Because they were expected.
I hear you, especially the Red Sox. This Cubs team, I would expect them, though, to get some momentum at some point.
All right. Rick Lopez is telling me that 17-mile-per-hour winds are blowing out in the Cubs game. That explains why the total is 10 runs tonight. So that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, man, I don't see anything else. Those are going to be my 3 teams that I go with tonight. All right? All right. So you got any baseball? Or are you good?
I don't have any baseball player.
None.
No, I'm not dabbling with baseball still. I won't dabble with baseball, consistently until basketball and hockey are completely done. You know that.
Understood. All right.
I'll jump on you and Dizzle's bandwagon when you guys really love something here and there. I did like St. Louis yesterday in that particular matchup, but other than that, I'm not. My baseball is not on par to be trying to go after anything. Plus, right now with the success I've been having, especially with hockey. The hockey's been going smooth in the basketball up until the last night. I didn't play last night's game anyway. I played the under. I'm sorry, I did play the under, but it was a small play. But the basketball's been pretty successful.
Got it. Well, you know what? I did have the small play on the Boston Celtics team total under, and it failed yesterday. It was looking good for a while, and then all of a sudden in the second half, they just went bananas. So I pulled up the National Hockey League, and I see that the Nashville Predators are minus 150 tonight versus the Anaheim Mighty Ducks. Under-over is 5. So I'd like to hear your thoughts on this game.
Well, my thoughts are Nashville goes ham, and it ends for the Ducks tonight. I mean, this is what you play for. You've got it home. You win, and you're in the Stanley Cup. I know they're down 2 of their better players, but still, they proved in the last game that they were able to overcome. I believe that they're still able to overcome. This is a great spot for them right here at home. It'll be absolutely electric. My boy B-Mac is at the game tonight. He called me up earlier today. He's going to tonight's game, and I think Forsberg, obviously they're going to rely on him. He's going to be a big additive to tonight's game. I expect to see him get it going. The Ducks are not going to go down without a fight, and they are capable of beating Nashville in Nashville as they already have. But you know that this Nashville team has had a lot of momentum throughout the playoffs. I think the momentum continues tonight. I think they get this game done. I like them to win this game. I see them winning this game, and I see them closing out this series and heading to play the Pittsburgh Penguins for the Stanley Cup. All
right, sounds good. Well, you know what? You can get the total at 5 right now. A lot of hockey games end at 5. That's why the total is always 5. But any interest in a total here, up or down?
I don't. Yesterday, I did get smacked in the face with the total. Killing the under 5.5. I light up a half a point. I've been killing it throughout most of the hockey playoff games. This particular one, I'm just going to stay away from because I like Nashville that much more. Yesterday, I like Pittsburgh, and tonight I like Nashville that much more, especially in the closeout situation. I'm gonna put my eggs in the basket and take Nashville in this game. So I'm not gonna mess with this total. But if I was, I would lean towards the 5.5, under the 5.5 as well. Again,
you love buying that up, huh?
Yeah, because it's a win as opposed to a push.
Yeah, I understand.
And it's like you said, a lot of them have ended on 5.
Yep.
And I've won when other people have pushed.
Got it. All right. Well, if you buy it down to 4.5, if you're feeling froggy, if you want to take the under, it's plus 173, kid. That's like 2 bets.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
I might take a shot with that, just for the hell of it. Just watch a little hockey with you tonight. That's that. All right, dude. So there's one hockey game, obviously, each night because we have the NHL playoffs, and obviously Pittsburgh will be playing. What does Pittsburgh play tomorrow? Yeah, Tuesday at 8 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
And they're going to be minus 150 tomorrow night on the road, which is surprising that a road team is given minus 150 there, Dream.
That's because they feel the hockey has worked. It's been minus for Pittsburgh. I want to say the whole series. I think maybe one game was that was it one game? I think only one game Ottawa was favored because Ottawa really was not supposed to be here.
Yeah, right.
The Penguins were dubbed to be here, but Ottawa was really not supposed to be here. So then it's been a surprise within itself, and that's the reason why the Penguins have been pretty much favored the whole series. And I'll be honest with you, I don't see Ottawa winning tomorrow night either. No, I think Pittsburgh takes them out, and hockey moves on, and Pittsburgh rides off into the sun, repeats the Stanley Cup. And it's unfortunate that Nashville has those 2 injuries going into play the Penguins, because Nashville probably would pose a little bit of competitiveness, I think. And I think they're still going to be competitive, but I just think that Nashville would have obviously a better shot to win if they were fully healthy. But still, you give Pittsburgh the edge. But them not being healthy, you really give Pittsburgh the edge, which I really kind of like that because I got Pittsburgh to win the whole thing, and I don't really need anybody with a possible competitiveness edge in this particular series.
Yeah, well, we'll take a look at the lineups and see what you got for tomorrow night, obviously, before you put that wager in.
Definitely.
All right. NBA playoffs. We got the big game tonight. Now, if you're a $100 bettor and you're feeling froggy and you want to take a shot with the Celtics versus the Spurs in the NBA championship in the finals, $100 bettor, you're making $453,000 if that happens, Dream. Not bad, but it's not going to happen. So you're better off going and playing a little lotto ticket. Looking at this game tonight, you got the Golden State Warriors minus 11 points on the road with an under-over of 215. I'm sorry, 217.5. Wow, it's jumping all over the place here. Spurs plus 525 on the money line. Does anybody in the nation feel froggy enough to take the Spurs on the money line? I'm sure you're not, Dream.
I'm not.
Okay. Do you think 11 is a lot of points?
I'd buy it down to 10. Even though I think Golden State could cover the 11.
Yeah, they could. They can cover the 11 versus anybody in the league. Ever. Mm-hmm. The thing is that, I mean, you got a Spurs team here that is coached by Greg Popovich. You do have a team that lose and stay home. I think 11 is a lot of points.
I know you do, but you think that the Spurs can sneak a game too.
I do think the Spurs can sneak a game.
I know, and I don't. You thought. See, this is what I love. This is how you are. Okay, you thought the Cavs would sweep, and Boston didn't have a chance, and so did I, though.
Yeah, so did you. Yeah, of course, right.
Throw it on you.
Yep. Yeah, I love you
just
blaming me.
But you feel that the Spurs have a shot at sneaking a game, and I don't think so.
I don't know, man. You know what? I mean, without Kawhi, it's so hard without Kawhi.
It
man.
is, dude. It's so hard without Kawhi. 'Cause it's like they got no. They're gonna get you a Manu player.
Yeah.
Is it Green listed as doubtful tonight too? Because Green is supposed to be hurt as well.
Oh my God, they're just a mess right now.
They're decimated with injuries, man. Green's banged up.
Okay. I think David Lee's gonna go crazy tonight, Dream.
He's day to day too.
Little Patty Mizzle. What do you think, man?
You got to give me a big Patty Missile.
Well, you know what? I mean, it probably is apropos to take one of these players to step up in a player prop. You know, you just got to figure out who's going to be the leading scorer for the Spurs tonight.
I'm going to take a player to step up. I'm Kevin Durant.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I'm going to take K Dizzle to step up with a player prop, as I like Kevin Durant big time to step up and do his thing. You know, I'm sorry. San Antonio, it's David Lee is day to day. I'm sorry, not Green. So it is David Lee that they have listed as day to day. Partially torn patella.
Oh.
He's not going to be playing if he's got a partially torn patella.
No. Get Ginobili over 10.5 points tonight, Dream.
Yeah, no, I'm good with that.
Why not?
Get Ginobili to cut the whole head ball this evening instead of the 5 o'clock shadow that he has missing in the middle piece.
No doubt. All right. Well, you know what? I mean, hey, listen. I wish you the best of luck with whatever you guys are doing out there. You know what? It's a really tough situation. The fact that you have conference finals that are double-digit dogs and favorites. It just, I don't think I've ever seen that before. These injuries have definitely plagued the worst teams. And Joseph Del Rosario is telling me that David Lee is out tonight, Dream.
Yeah, I just said yeah.
Completely out. So he's gone. So where you at, dude? What are you playing tonight?
I'm telling you, I like the San Antonio Spurs, and I like the Nashville Predators.
You like the San Antonio Spurs, really?
Excuse me. I'm sorry. Golden State Warriors, my bad. I'm sorry.
Come on, man.
You got me all San Antonio'd out right now. I'm sorry. The Golden State Warriors and the Nashville Predators, that's where I'm at this evening. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do it. I probably am going to buy Golden State down to 8.
That's not bad.
And money line, put it in a parlay with the Nashville Predators. And as I'm talking, I need to go ahead and get this in because I keep forgetting what time we're at.
Exactly.
But it is 8 o'clock. We're 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock start, so there's plenty of time. 8 o'clock start for the hockey game, 9 o'clock start for the basketball game. So I got plenty of time to get it in. But I'm probably going to buy it down to 8 on the basketball for Golden State, and I'm going to money line the Nashville Predators. Don't get me wrong. That Nashville Predator game is gonna be. It should be a dogfight. Anaheim's. They're playing for their lives, so it's gonna be a great game. Anaheim's playing for their lives. I just hope that the electricity, the energy, and Forsberg, along with the rest of the Preds, I hope Pacioretty is in goal and does his thing. And I'm expecting a big performance out of them. A couple of their other role players to step to the forefront and get it done. So both games, I would expect to be somewhat of a stomachache. I do think Golden State will probably be a lot less of a stomachache than Nashville. I just don't see this. I'm sorry. I just don't know. I know the Spurs are good at home. I know it's Pop, and I know he put stuff together. Dude, at the end of the day, if you don't got the athletes, even Pop can't win, and he doesn't have the athletes right now. And, you're looking at, 4 of the biggest scorers in the game, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and then sprinkle in whoever else you want. It's just a tall order for the Spurs to go out there and beat them. Even when the Spurs are 100%, it's a tall order, and they're not. So I got Golden State.
Well, I was thinking about this, and if you were to take the top 5 players in the NBA right now and make a team, here are my 5. Obviously, LeBron, Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, and Russell Westbrook. Those are the 5 that I would take, and I would have Harden out. Where are you? which puts the two of my top 5 on the Golden State Warriors, which is insane. But
right. Well, I'm definitely gonna go LeBron. Definitely Kevin Durant. Definitely Kawhi Leonard. Then I gotta go Westbrook and Harden, to be honest with you.
Westbrook and Harden instead of Curry.
Probably just because I'll tell you, Curry last season with what Westbrook did to him in the NBA Finals, in the conference finals, that took me off of Curry a lot. That bothered me because I saw just an ability for him to just be ineffective, period. And his size to me, still poses a problems at times too. I mean, don't get me wrong, greatest spot-up shooter ever, but if I gotta go my top 5 with my starting 5 of a team, I think that's how I do it.
All right. So, so what I'm getting at is that the Golden State Warriors have 2 out of 5 on their team as far as I'm concerned, as far as my top 5. Now, I'm going to switch gears a little bit here, Dream, because we got a few more minutes. I don't know where they're at as far as this fight is concerned, but Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather, if they were to fight, the odds right now, Money Mayweather minus 1,100 to win a boxing match. And it probably
told you, man, I just don't see this fight happening. I know I've heard the more recent rumors. I just don't, Mayweather, his whole career has always been about Mayweather and always been about, putting things forward, for himself. And there's nothing for him to win fighting McGregor. If McGregor wins, it's a big slap in the face to him. And if he wins, it's no big deal. To me, it makes no sense. I don't know why they want to do it. I mean, other than the payday, but he's still going to get as good of a payday if he goes and fights Pacquiao too. So I don't get it. But they're still talking. Well,
he's got to fight one more fight to make it 50-0.
Sure.
He's going to. I don't see why. It says if I do fight, there's a 90% chance it's against Conor McGregor. That's what Floyd Mayweather said. So I think he's going to fight one more time.
Yeah, I think he's going to fight one more time. Like I said, I have always thought that he was going to fight. He was going to fight Manny Pacquiao one more time. They were going to do a Pacquiao Mayweather 2. And I don't know why we're not doing it, but he wants to fight McGregor for the spectacle. It's just to me it's a spectacle. It doesn't really count.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, hey, listen, if he gets a boxing license and he's in, that's it. It's a boxing match.
Yeah, no, I know, but it's not. It's just not.
All right, man. Well, you know what? Hey, you got anything else, or are you good?
That's all I got, man. That's
right.
it. I mean, that's it. Because we're leaning down. I need to get my baseball knowledge a little bit up. We're gonna work on that, but that's all we got, man. So that's where we're at, gang. I wish everybody best of luck over the next 2 days, whatever you do. I do see the Pittsburgh Penguins winning the next game. I agree with Hat. The Cleveland Cavs, if they don't win by 30 the next game, I'll be shocked.
Right.
I mean, I see it like Dr. Dan says, total annihilation.
Drubbing.
Your next start.
Complete drubbing. That's where I'm at, too. So,
yeah.
All right, man. Well, you know what? I'm looking right now to try to find some adjusted lines on that because I'm probably going to lay like 19 with them, try to get some plus money. They're going to win by 20 or more. I can't ever guarantee anything in sports, but I have a very strong suspicion that that'll happen, especially that the Cavs were up so big in that last game last night. They're going to go up, and they're not going to turn around. LeBron will stay on the floor until the very end, and they will dominate the Celtics in the next game, and then they'll beat the Celtics in their house for Game 5.
Pat, no going. Listen, LeBron is staying on the floor to the very end.
Yeah, he will.
Listen, no going crazy. Look, Boston won a game, big deal.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to beat Boston. The object is to win the NBA title. All right, you still got a fully charged Golden State team in the West that you're looking at. You guys are going to beat Boston. Got lucky. Okay, come on, let's keep it real. Boston got lucky last night.
Yeah, they did.
That being said, that being said, LeBron played awful, blew the big lead, and the game, they still almost lost the game anyway. They had the 3-point shots to get that game won. Big deal. All right, they lost the game. Big deal. We know that Boston's not beating Cleveland. So there's no need in Cleveland panicking and going crazy and wearing people out, risking LeBron James. Listen, go out there, just beat him the next game. No big deal. Beat him the game after and get yourselves ready to go and play the Golden State Warriors. That's all you got to do.
All right. Sounds good, man. All right, guys. Well, hey, listen, enjoy your Monday. Have a great week. I hope you guys all make tons of money out there and are very successful. And hopefully you're on a different health insurance than your boy here. Do whatever it is.
Everybody that's retweet. Hey, if it makes you feel any better,
yep.
I'm getting murdered in my divorce still.
Yeah, good point.
All right. So while you're paying out for health care, I'm paying out in alimony. All right.
Understood. Okay.
If that makes you feel any better.
Oh, big shout out to
Jim Rose and Duke, Joseph Del Rosario, Fast Eddie 72, Mario Martinez, Mo Diggs, Rick Lopez, Cav Stats, AP Easy, JC, Chad E, Eric Oliva, and so many more out there that's retweeted the show. Gang, we thank you so much. I'm the Dream. Always remember who you with. Make the most of each and every day, as you cannot get this time back. We will be back to chat with you again on Thursday.
Oh, and big ups to all the protesters at Yale today that completely spoiled Yale's graduation. Good look on that. Very good look.
What did they protest?
They're protesting some state. They want contracts or something. I don't know, some kind of nonsense there. But they basically shut down the entire city of New Haven today, the entire downtown area.
Okay.
Dude, for me to go like 3 blocks took me 45 minutes.
Wow.
So big ups to everybody that protested today and completely shut down the city. Good for you. All right, anyway, and I'm being very, very facetious, guys. We love you to death.
My boy is mad busy today.
I am. Do whatever it is you got to do whatever it is you want to do in life. Don't waste your time protesting and get that money. Let's go.
If you're passionate about it, protest.
Shut up. Bye.